This video will be covering incidents at work. Working in a restaurant environment can, at times, be testing to your abilities of working under pressure. Dealing with unexpected problems can also be stressful and sometimes confusing. There have been times where my abilities have been tested as a colleague, and I have had to figure out how to solve the problem without the help of a manager or any other senior member of staff. One of the scenarios was a customer had placed an order over the phone on a Saturday around 7 p.m. This is the most busy period on a weekend, and waiting times for food, eating and takeaway can usually have up to a 30 to 40-minute wait. The order was taken over the phone. They then came in to collect and had to wait a further 20 minutes for their food because it was so busy. The customer had eventually received their order and left the shop. However, after leaving and driving off, they had found that their order had been messed up. Dissatisfied, they rang in to complain and asked to speak to a manager. The manager told them that she would ring them back in 30 minutes, but never did because it was so busy. Ultimately, I got the second phone call back that the customer had made, but this time round they were very upset. Although the restaurant was busy and no managers were available, I took the time to listen to what the customer was complaining about and apologised for the poor service they had received. Had I not, if I had just told the customer that a manager was not available and hung up the phone, this could have built up the customer's frustration and made them angry. I used Nando's customer complaint book, took the date and time of complaint and the customer's details, and arranged for them to come in for a free meal at any time of their convenience. By the end of the conversation over the phone between me and the customer, I felt that the customer felt appreciated, understood, and put first. Cron Online states, the theory of customer service is based on identifying and satisfying your customers' needs and exceeding their expectations. I personally believe that by doing this, you preserve the company's reputation. Cron Online also states that a company must be totally committed to delivering consistently high standards of service to gain and retain customer loyalty. After I hung up the phone, I informed the manager of what I had done for the customer. When the shift had ended, my manager gave me feedback on my performance on how I had dealt with this particular situation. She said that she was happy that I was able to solve the problem at such an early stage of my employment with Nando's. This has allowed me to reach learning goal 1, which was to have short feedback sessions, at least 15 minutes, with my line manager to identify where I'm going wrong, highlight what I'm doing right, and overall reflect on my performance. Another scenario that I was faced with was serving difficult customers on a busy evening. A group of young people had come in to eat. They were very loud and rambunctious. There was no order amongst the group. They were shouting their orders, being indecisive, and making the other customers feel a little bit uncomfortable. While serving these group of youths, I took it upon myself to create order, to communicate with them so that they calmed down and I was able to place their orders without any confusion. Dave Khalil advises that there are 4 steps to dealing with a difficult customer. 1 is to listen. 2, identify the problem. 3, avoid the blame. And 4, resolve the problem by using these steps. I found that the communication between me and the group of young people turned positive. By the end of it, they were calm and cooperated with me and the rest of the team. Although this was a bad experience for me because I myself felt a little bit intimidated, I have learnt that the skills I had to put into practice was leadership and communication. These skills are important for me in my chosen career. Due to the fact that I want to work in the music business, I know that I will come up against strong characters. Being able to lead such people takes skill, and I have to be ready to strategically deal with people's egos and communicate with them effectively so that I'm able to lead them and get results from any tasks that I may have set myself or the company. This refers to my learning goal 5, which is to critically reflect on experiences during this placement, good and bad. Also, by reflecting on these skills that I have had to use and the new ones I have gained. By critically reflecting, I will then ascertain why these skills are important for me to have in relation to my chosen career. Overall, I am happy with my performance in difficult situations. I feel that my manager and the rest of the team fully support me and have trained me on how to deal with incidents at work. Because I've been trained so well and the support is continuously there, I'm able to offer a high standard of customer service and contribute effectively to the rest of the team.